If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month from Munford Middle School.
Hey, we welcome Carsyn Ramey this morning, 8th grader at Munford Middle School. Carsyn, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here with us. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Carsyn.
My name's Carsyn Ramey. I'm 14. I go to Munford Middle. I'm 8th grade.
You like hanging out with your friends and family a good bit? Okay. What's this about you watching Grey's Anatomy?
Well, my mom and my sister watch it.
Yeah.
And I just caught along with it.
I understand. Sometimes you just hang on, right? What's the neat about going to Munford Middle School?
It's a really good school community, and everyone there's nice, and they help you out.
Well, how is the first portion of the 8th grade gone at Munford Middle School for you this year?
It's going pretty good.
Good. Talk about some of the classes you take.
I take math, science, English, and history, and I have a typing class. It's kind of like career prep, getting us ready for what career we want to do.
Do you like typing?
Not really.
I understand. Now, you're involved in a lot of activities at school, including the STEAM initiative. We'll talk about that a little bit.
Well, last year I was in the STEAM class, and we created a candy dispenser. It took us about 2 weeks to make it. And we made it from cardboard, tape, hot glue, and markers. And we just had our little candy dispensers for getting candy every day.
Now, you use popsicle sticks?
Oh, yes.
Cupcake holders, and cotton balls. Where do cotton balls fit in at?
They were just kind of like decorations up around it.
Yeah. When you got started in this, was it kind of challenging for you to help put this together?
It was.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of communication.
I bet it was. Now, you're also a member of the FBLA and the Junior Beta Club. There's a lot of kids that really like the FBLA. Is that a part of who you are?
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me about that.
Well, FBLA is Future Business Leaders of America. And in November, we're actually going to RMC to tour it and see if that's where we would like to work.
Okay. You're, again, active in school. You're the cheer captain of the Munford Middle School and the co-president of the SGA. What is it like being cheer captain?
It's difficult sometimes, but it's really fun to help out the girls and lead them.
How long have you been in cheering?
2 years.
Okay. All right. Now, as you're co-president of the SGA, and some of these other activities you're involved in, you don't have a whole lot of time to go anywhere on trips, do you?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Now, y'all have completed with the SGA many service projects over the years, and that you've been a member. One of the projects completed is a great organization, Make-A-Wish Foundation. Now, how did y'all get involved in that?
Well, we had dress-up days like Pink Out Day and Penny Wars of how we raised money. And then last year at our conference, we took all the money and we gave it to them. And we actually got to meet the little boy who we made his dreams come true.
Now, let me just ask this. I bet that had to be a special time too, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. Wow. The Penny Wars, how does that work?
Well, there's 3 different buckets for the 3 different grade levels. And you go in and you put in all your pennies to give your grade the most money. But the other 2 grades can come in and put dimes, quarters, nickels, and even dollar bills in there. And it'll take your money from being positive to negative. And then whoever has the negative number loses, but then whoever gets the most will have a non-uniform day.
Yeah. There's really no losers there, is there? Yeah. You know how many pennies you raised?
There was a bunch raised.
I bet so. Now, when you made the presentation how old was the little boy, do you know?
I think he was 3.
Okay.
3, 4.
Now, where did you meet him at?
We met him at Tuscaloosa.
Okay. That had to be a special moment for not only you guys, but for he and his family, and making a difference with a Make-A-Wish Foundation. And this is for kids with critical illness. And, it's got to be in your heart and your spirit to be able to participate in something like that. So just raising money for people. And of course, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Y'all involved in a project there too, right?
Yes, sir.
How's that working?
It was pretty good.
Okay.
We raised a lot of money on our Pink Out Day.
Okay. Chemo bags for cancer patients who are undergoing chemotherapy. Did you know about any of this before you got involved in it? How deeply you can become involved in something like this?
No, sir, we didn't. Because when we made them last year at our conference, everybody there helped make them. We put in like the food, and we even made them little cards.
Oh, wow.
So when they got it, they would have a little card
Got a
on
little personalized card? That's great. You've been involved with the Thanksgiving drive and other homeroom classes too, and bringing canned food items. I guess a pretty good description of you would be a giver, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it fun to give?
It is.
All right. We're talking to Carsyn Ramey, who's an 8th grader at Munford Middle School. Who is somebody in your school that's your go-to person in case, man, I'm just having a bad day, I need to talk to somebody, and I know they won't judge me, but they'll have a good listening ear and possibly a solution? Who would that be?
Probably Miss Smith.
Okay. Tell me about her.
She was my 7th grade history teacher last year, and she just always helps me with stuff.
All right. Now, I think we talked about this earlier, but let's touch on it again. Talk about your family a little bit.
I have one sister. She's a junior this year, and so she'll be a senior next year. I live with my mom and dad. I have 3 dogs. And they all like to sleep in the bed with me.
All 3?
All 3.
Oh, wow. What kind of dogs are they?
A lab,
My goodness.
boxer, and then a mix between a German Shepherd and a boxer.
Where do you sleep? Wherever they're not?
On the little part of bed where they're not at.
So they just automatically when it's bedtime, they just go to bed, right?
They do.
Wow. Now that's amazing. What would you like to do in your future? I know you'll be a freshman next year. That'd be a big change for you too.
I want to be a nurse practitioner. And I plan to go to school at either South Alabama in Mobile or Troy University.
Well, I got a feeling that you'll be a very, very helpful nurse practitioner, and wherever you choose to work, you'll do a fantastic job, I'm sure. Now, let's have a little fun, okay? All right. Carsyn Ramey is our Star Student of the Month. She's an 8th grader from Munford Middle School, 14 years old, and likes spending time with her family and friends and going shopping, and it's almost a holiday season. What's your favorite food?
Well, Thanksgiving, I like the dressing and sweet potato casserole.
Who makes that?
My mama.
She can do it? Okay. All right. What time do y'all eat, by the way? You eat at her house, or?
We do.
Okay. All right. Favorite dessert?
Banana pudding.
She make that too? No? Who makes that?
One of the ladies that go to church with me.
Okay. Speaking of church, you're a part of the Southside Baptist Church. You like that?
Yes, sir.
You involved in that, in the church some?
Yes, sir. I sing on Sunday mornings with the praise team.
Do you? Good for you. What's some of the music you like best? What's some of the song or two maybe?
I like Amazing Grace and Jesus Messiah.
Those are 2 great songs. And Amazing Grace, that's why we sit here this morning, you know. All right. Carsyn Ramey, an 8th grader at Munford Middle School, our Star Student of the Month this morning. Carsyn, it's such an honor to have you with us today. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Have a fantastic day. Carsyn Ramey, our Star Student of the Month, 8th grader from Munford Middle School. Back with more Daybreak right after this.
This Star Student of the Month was brought to you by TV 47. Tune in to Daybreak weekdays at 6:30 a.m. for your Star Student of the Month.